Alright, how's it going, football fans around the world, and welcome back to my channel. It's that weekend. It's Champions League weekend. Always love this day, even if my team doesn't make it, which I'm very disappointed in make it this year. Always love to watch it. Most of the time, it's a fun watch. We got a hell of a game on our hands. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Will Liverpool get their vengeance? I don't have those answers, but I got a pretty good idea of what I think may or may not happen. So let's get into it. So, I lied. I actually don't have that much of an idea of who's going to win. When it comes down to it, Liverpool are a better team than Real Madrid. Better players, better structure. I don't know about better manager as of this year. I would say yes. As of recently, I would say yes. Klopp has been a way better manager, and I just don't believe Real Madrid that play that well. But they're here, and that's what's messing with my head. When I think about the match, I'm like Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. Not that I'm cheering for them, but I'm just like they're gonna win it. They just play the better game. They have the better team, and I'm just like, well, PSG had the better team than Real Madrid. They lost. Chelsea had the better team versus Real Madrid. They lost too. My team had the way better team and they lost. So it's just like this Real Madrid magic that's going on. That magical feeling around this Real Madrid side is really starting to mess with me. You know, like it's bringing me towards them, having me lean towards them for the win. But and then I go back and I'm just like, no, Liverpool have the better squad. They're going to go out. They're going to show their skill. And they're going to show why they're one of the best teams in the world. And as for Real Madrid, they are a top team, but I don't think they're one of the best teams. I mean, not that. I think they're a top team, but I don't think they're better than Manchester City. I don't think that they're better than Liverpool. I don't think that they're better than, for the most part, even Chelsea sometimes. I know Chelsea's a mess, but Chelsea at their best, they're better. But yet they're here. They're here. And it's just crazy to me. I mean, we've seen what they've pulled against teams. We've seen the magic they pulled against PSG. We've seen what they pulled against Chelsea, and we've seen the fucking shit that they pulled against my team. I mean, it's unbelievable stuff. Like, it's like, okay, you did well, and there's that second game. You fought hard. You got the win versus PSG. Congrats. Oh, you did again versus Chelsea. That's impressive. That game versus Manchester City, those last 6 minutes, it happened in 2 minutes, but those last 6 minutes, as soon as they got that first goal, it was like, it's inevitable. They're going to win. Once they break through, the floodgates have opened, the magic has started, and that's just my concern for this Liverpool side. We can talk about, you know, how the style of play with these two teams, and I would like to, because then I would feel like that would I would be able to back my point of why Liverpool, you know, played a better football and have the better team. But honestly, in a Champions League final like this, in the Champions League tournament, just overall, stuff like that, a lot of times just goes out the window, right? For me, honestly, the best team doesn't always win it. The best team, a lot of times, doesn't win this tournament. It's just those magical moments that a team can create. And when I think of it, I mean, these two teams are the best at doing it, honestly, Liverpool and Real Madrid. But who is the top tier? Who does it more out of nowhere? Who can be playing bad and can still win games? Both teams, but who's the best at it? Real Madrid. And so it's just so tough for me to choose. It really is. It's messing with my head. I just keep thinking, and I'm just like, I honestly have no idea who's going to win this match. And I'm talking to you guys still. Haven't made up my mind yet on who I'm going to choose to win this match. But let's talk about, let's dive a little deeper into these two teams. So Liverpool have had this fantastic season. They've won both domestic trophies, well, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, right? They didn't win the FA Shield, but they weren't in it. If they were, they probably would have. But they weren't in that. So they've won both domestic trophies, and they've only lost the Premier League by 1 point behind Manchester City, 92-93. They have yet fallen short to another amazing Manchester City side in the Prem. So far, they've had an amazing season. This team has been top tier for me. I've said it from the beginning. This is the team to beat in the Champions. For me, it's always been the team to beat. You are able to get against that final versus Liverpool. This is where you can probably kind of rely on your luck, maybe hope for a bad day from Liverpool, a mistake, something like we've seen in the last final between Liverpool and Real Madrid, and get a win over them. Honestly, that's where I see this Liverpool team side losing. But God, they've had such a good season, and winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup is still great, right? I mean, I love the FA Cup, not so much the Carabao, but it's still a decent trophy to win. But I feel like if Liverpool were to fall short in the Champions League, this would be somewhat of a disappointing season. Even though they've been so great, right? Even though they've just fallen short by 1 point. won both domestic trophies. If they aren't to get this Champions League trophy, it's going to feel like a failure just a little bit, because the top 2 trophies are the Premier League and the Champions League. Falling 1 point behind. I'm sure, I know Liverpool fans were devastated, but a lot of them try to hide that sadness by saying, oh, we're just going to go out and win the Champions. So if they don't get it, I'm pretty sure a lot of Liverpool fans are going to feel like this season wasn't, they're going to say that, oh, still proud of this Liverpool team, which they should be, but I know deep down they're gonna look at it as a failure a bit. So a lot of pressure is on the Liverpool side to perform. Now, as for Real Madrid, they've won the league. It was pretty easy for them. I think they won it by like 10 points plus, or they were at the time. Maybe they dropped a little bit towards the end there, but they have won it like 4 or 5 games ago. So already somewhat of a successful season for Real Madrid. And then another thing for Real Madrid is that they like to talk about, a lot of Real Madrid fans and even some of the players like to talk, that they're up here, and that no matter what they're gonna find a way, and it's worked, right? That type of mentality is the reason why it's there, but honestly, it's the only reason why it's there. Well, one of few reasons why it's there. It's not because this Real Madrid side is just unplayable, right? No, this Real Madrid side is so beatable. They can be taken advantage of so easily, like we've seen the other 3 teams do it. It's just those little magics, that never say die mentality, that gets them through. Benzema, Vinicius, and now all of a sudden getting Rodrigo. It's just their mentality. It's I can't pin it down to anything. It's just that never say die mentality, and that magic that they got, that confidence that they got when it comes to the Champions League. When it comes to Real Madrid in the Champions League, we've never seen anything like it, and I don't think we ever will. This team will always be the team that produces the goods like this. It's just so tough because I look at Ancelotti, and does he even give instructions? Obviously he does. He's the fucking manager, but like sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm just watching him, and he does that fucking eyebrow raise, and I'm just like. And then you even looking at Real Madrid play, like when they come against a team that's better than them in quality and can ping a ball and keep the ball, I look at the Real Madrid and I look at Ancelotti. I'm like, do you even have a game plan? Like that's how it feels. That's how it feels sometimes. It's like, do you even have a game plan? Did you tell them what the hell? I'm sure you're like, oh yeah, man, like little things like that. But it's like, what is your goal? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, what type of plays or weaknesses are you trying to exploit? Like Pep, you see him constantly moving his players around. The Klopp, him and his constant motivation and things like that. And I just look at Ancelotti, and he's just doing that freaking eyebrow raise, and I'm just like, a lot of the time I feel like he doesn't even really say anything. Like Real Madrid don't have a game plan. Their game plan is to win. That's what that's obviously everybody's game plan, but their game plan is just to, I don't know, something will happen. Screw it. Hit it up to Benzema. He'll do something. Screw it. Let's see what Vinicius can do, dribbling all the way down from one side of the field to the other. Screw it. We'll just start hitting balls into the box. Maybe someone will create some type of magic. It's like they don't have I feel like they don't really have any types of system. Obviously when they play, other teams that they can go toe-to-toe with or really get at them, yeah, you'll see something from them. But when it came to like that Manchester City game, when it came to the Chelsea game, they had nothing. They were done for, footballing wise, right? But mentality wise is just where they kept their heads. They go behind and they don't really seem to care. They just don't. But then somehow you see them get a goal or two, and then you see them motivated all of a sudden. It's just like, what the fuck? This is tough. Honestly, this is super, super tough. Oh man, I'm struggling hard who to choose here. I'm gonna go for a bold prediction here because I can't pick a winner in full time. I think I can. I could, but something crazy is gonna happen in this game, and yeah. So this is what I'm going for. Bear with me. I'm gonna go for a 3-3 draw. Liverpool win it in PKs. Yeah. If anybody deserves this tournament, I think it's Liverpool. I know a lot of Real Madrid fans are, because I've seen it online, are like, no one deserves this tournament. If any team deserves it, is Real Madrid deserve it because they had to go through PSG, they had to go through Chelsea, they had to go through Manchester City. Yeah, I get that. You obviously have had the harder route, but in terms of who I believe is better and who I believe has the better team and has that good mentality, has a strong mentality, if it's anybody near Real Madrid, it's Liverpool. I'm gonna go with them, and I know eliminating PKs isn't the best way to win, but I just feel like that's what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see a Sadio Mane last PK 4-3 to make it 5-3. Mane at the end, or Salah, he gets his vengeance or whatever you want to call it, even though this is a completely different Real Madrid side. He gets his vengeance on Real Madrid. It's the last PK, and we see them take their shirt off, screaming and celebration. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Liverpool here, but damn, this is tough. I can see this going any way, honest. But yeah, that's just what my heart is telling me right now. Liverpool are gonna win this in PKs. Real Madrid are gonna, die on their shield, right? I mean, they're gonna give their fans something to be proud of. But I don't know. Both these teams kind of play a little bit similar. I feel like Liverpool have more of an objective of what they're trying to do, and they have a game plan. But both these teams can play really bad and still win games. Both these teams can create magical moments of it. But who I believe has the better quality and who I believe is better at doing it, not in terms of creating magic, it's obviously on Real Madrid, but who I believe is better at just attacking, counter-attack, all that, I think Liverpool are the better side at doing that. And they kind of both play similar, right? They're both very counter-attacking. I would say Liverpool probably presses a lot more and a lot better. I feel like Real Madrid aren't great at pressing. And maybe it's because I see sometimes they don't really even try to press. But there's any team, if both teams are counter-attacking, and who I believe is a better counter-attacking, and who I believe has more firepower is Liverpool. So that's why I'm going to go with Liverpool here. I say PKs, but they can win in full time, so who knows? Something's crazy gonna happen. That's all I really know. That's the only thing I'm confident in, is that something crazy is gonna happen between these two teams. It's gonna be a crazy match. Although I'm very disappointed my team's not here, this is probably one of the best finals we could ask for, right? I mean, for me, I thought it would have been really cool to see Liverpool and Manchester City, just the battle of the century between these two teams, going at it in the FA Cup, going at it toe-to-toe in the Premier League, and then in the Champions League, I thought it would have been perfect. But I'm sure for anybody outside Manchester City, as a neutral, this is probably the best final we could have asked for. So let me know in the comments down below, though, what you guys think. Who do you guys think who's going to win and how? I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers soon, so yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're really enjoying my content, hit that notification bell. But other than that, I'm very excited for the game. Can't wait to watch it. And I'll see you after the game with my game reaction. So, see you then.